This is India's most luxurious restroom. The whole process only requires one pig. No toilet paper needed whatsoever. Before you leave, just give it a poke with a stick, and it's ready for the next person. Clean and sanitary. After witnessing all of this, Polnareff decided he never wanted to use a bathroom again. But just as he was washing his hands, a massive hand suddenly reached in through the window. Polnareff spun around in a panic, but there was nothing there. He figured he must have been seeing things, but the next second, the same stand from before appeared again in the mirror. Polnareff was certain this mirror stand was the one who had killed his sister. Watching it slowly close in on him, Polnareff summoned Silver Chariot immediately and shattered the mirror with a single strike, but it still managed to get away. Furious, Polnareff went after it on the spot. He caught a glimpse of the enemy not long after, but in the blink of an eye, only one figure remained. Then, out of thin air, Whole Horse produced a handgun. The bullet came flying straight at Polnareff, but with Silver Chariot's armor removed. Blocking the bullet was no problem at all. What Polnareff didn't see coming, though, was that the bullet actually curved in midair. Just in the nick of time, Abdel showed up and pulled Polnareff out of danger, but after curving through the air, the bullet came right back at both of them. Abdel summoned his stand immediately, ready to melt the bullet on contact, but at that very moment, Hangman appeared out of nowhere behind Abdel, and drove a blade straight through him. Then the bullet tore through his head. Kakyoin rushed over, only to find that Abdel was already dead, before he even had a moment to grieve. Hangman appeared again inside a mirror. Silver Chariot smashed it instantly, but it made no difference. Seeing that Polnareff was in danger, Hierophant Green unleashed its full power, before the enemy could react. Kakyoin floored the car and got Polnareff out of there. To keep Hangman from tracking them down, Polnareff reached over and crushed the side mirror, but they had overlooked one thing. Hangman could appear in anything that reflected light. The car soon spun out of control and crashed. The two of them dove behind a small hill. Just when they thought they were finally safe, a small child came wandering over. They looked into the child's eyes, and there was Hangman staring right back at them. Polnareff couldn't bring himself to hurt a kid, so he thought fast, and kicked up a cloud of sand to block the child's eyes. Silver Chariot swung and landed a clean hit on Hangman, but Hangman slipped inside Polnareff's eye to hide. As it turned out, Hangman could only exist within reflected surfaces. When one reflection disappeared, he had no choice but to jump to another. So if they could predict his movement pattern ahead of time, they could take him down for good. The two of them immediately gave chase toward Hangman's true body, but they ended up getting surrounded by a group of vagrants. Hangman had already figured out that they discovered his weakness, but with all these people around, he could keep bouncing from eye to eye through the crowd. Every time he reflected, another wound appeared on both Polnareff and Kakyoin. At this rate, they'd be cut to pieces before long, but Kakyoin quickly came up with a way out. He flipped a coin high into the air. Every single vagrant's eyes locked onto it instantly. Then he used sand to blind them all at once. With that, Hangman had only one place left to go. Silver Chariot drove the blade straight in, and dealt Hangman a devastating blow. Hangman tried to make a run for it, but Polnareff wasn't about to let that happen. It was time to avenge his sister.